On 2K Sports, now the opening lineup for the Portland Trailblazers. We've got Drew Holiday, and it's Kamari in at small forward. And for Toronto, Jakob Poeltl out there with Scotty Barnes. Then it's Brandon Ingram. Then it's Junior. And it's Skinny in at the 1 spot. Smitty, we always talk about basketball-related issues, but off the floor, for guys on a new team in a new city, what are the real challenges there?
I think, B.A., I'm going to keep it simple. It's about your routine. If you can nail that down in your new surroundings, that's the key.
Professor. With a bucket.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
How good is it to see the first one go through the net?
Here's Skinny. And he slams it in one-handed.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Now here's Holiday, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. If you look at Ingram, it seems like he only gets better with age, Smitty.
Yeah, you're so right. There's a case to be made that since he won the Most Improved Player Award in 2020, he's only continued to improve. His game gets more well-rounded every season.
Now here's Holiday. It's Avdia on the wing. Outside Holiday, the 3-ball. Here's ABC. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Here's Ingram. Here's Skinny. And it's off from three-point range.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Avdia. And he buries his first look.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
From deep, Junior. And again, Toronto, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Pass to the Professor. Shoots. Here's ABC. That one drops for him. ABC's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Reason why? Lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Now here's Ingram. His last outing, he had 20. Lee. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram.
Great ball movement by B.I. Spots a wide open teammate and feeds him.
Holiday against Ingram. And Ingram with the block. And he's able to get it back. Here's Holiday. From down in the low post, it goes.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Skinny passes to Barnes. And here's Ingram outside. They get the rebound. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Good instincts from Scotty Barnes on the offensive glass, and he put it back home.
Pass to Kamari. Here's Avdia. Barnes with the rebound.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Here's Kamari. Yet to see a basket. Back to Holiday. 5 on the clock. Connects. The jumper drops.
Nothing went right on that offensive possession except the result.
This one for 3. Skinny, no good.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
On the wing, Holiday. Pass to Kamari. Here's Avdia. side Holiday. Over Junior. Out of bounds. It'll be Raptors ball. All right, let's take a look back at last season and see the teams who collected the most second chance points. Second, the Raptors.
Second chance points were crucial to their offensive production, so they worked to maximize that strength.
And Barnes has got the ball here for Toronto. They trail by 1. Skinny passes to Lee. Over Holiday. Lee misses. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. Kamari, no good.
Great anticipation defensively. I love how he turned an easy look into a difficult play.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Did you know that Jakob Poeltl's parents were both elite volleyball players?
I guess, B.A., that makes a lot of sense. Another game where height and reach are a factor. So this is where he gets those instincts.
It's always a party with your North Side crew. Show us some love, fans.
Portland trailing here. Holiday taking his time here. Fade away. Toronto grabs the miss. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
And a quick look at the stats after that game. They were phenomenal from the charity stripe.
That was a concerted effort to try to get to the line as much as possible, and it really made a difference.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Well, the Raptors have earned quite the reputation for their player development spin.
You're totally right, B.A. They don't need to pick in the lottery. They've gotten great value out of their draft picks, and a lot of those have became stars.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Toronto?
So far for me, they found a lot of good shots in the mid-range. They've been fearless attacking with the jump shot.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
First one falls for him. Well, looking back, it wasn't too long ago, Grant, the Blazers had an 8-year playoff streak.
NBA, that's no easy task. Some great years, but couldn't get over the hump. Now I think it's time to reset and build around their youth.
And so he hits both. Well, Grant, when it comes to the Raptors rebounding, it's a tale of two stories.
Yeah, B.A. And over the last couple of years, they've been terrific on the offensive boards and absolutely terrible on the defensive boards. It's something they're working to fix this season.
The question is, do you leave him in? Obviously, you don't want him to pick up a third foul this early.
Portland leading. Here's the professor. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
I just love his approach coming into tonight. Focused and aggressive.
Here's Skinny. In the game against Philadelphia, very impressive. Here's Ingram. And again, Toronto, no good.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Holiday passes to the professor. Have the space there, but it's offline.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
Down low. Here's Barnes. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Well, the Trailblazers shooting 41% from the field so far. Left side, Holiday. The fader. And it's Lee with the rebound. Toronto trailing. Pass to Skinny. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Kamari. Kamari's got 4 rebounds now. And he banks in the layup. Now here's Ingram. Now a timeout called by Toronto. Well, for so long, we heard calls for the Blazers to trade Damian Lillard and start over. Grant, that day has come.
It has, B.A., but it's hard for a small market team like Portland to give up a superstar. I mean, they're just not easy to get. The task now is finding their next franchise player, and with this young talent, they have a chance.
Trailblazers making a switch here.
North side crew. Show them some love, fans.
Here's Skinny. Pass to Lee. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Henderson outside from 10 feet away. And too long on the shot.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, there was a lot of hype around Scotty Barnes when he came out. Smitty, does Rookie of the Year quiet those nerves, you think?
I think so, B.A. Not only did Barnes know he belonged, he proved it, and he's only getting better.
And it's tied up with that one.
Scotty Barnes is a guy you want on your team. Reason why? He works so hard every day.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. Well, Smitty, Portland had that streak of 8 straight playoff appearances. Now they've missed out 2 years in a row.
It's a talented BA but frustrated group in Portland. But you know what? They'll be back.
Offensive board. Out left to the wing. Here's the professor. Clock at 4. Money from 17 feet out. The professor's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fellow whatsoever.
Outside Ingram. From deep, Junior. Counted. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Here's the professor. What a tremendous game he played against Philadelphia. Good.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Toronto has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Skinny passes to Barnes. Ingram deciding where to go with it. And Junior gets it to go on the assist by Ingram. Lee's got 9.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Henderson left side. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Here's Skinny.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
That's his first personal.
All right, for this break, let's take a look at the teams that were the toughest to score against last year. 4th, Toronto.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Portland trailing here. Henderson outside. Here's Avdia. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Here's Skinny. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. One thing the Raptors did very well in 2023, Smitty, was pester ball handlers.
They led the league in steals in the regular season. VA by a fairly significant margin. That really speaks to their defensive focus.
And he drops it first. And the Raptors with some changes. Adams comes in for Pirtle. And Mamukelashvili subbed in for Barnes. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Sharps checked in. Both good from the line that time. And Grant, this season, the Blazers adding a G League affiliate in North Portland.
Yeah, BA. I mean, the second to last team to do it. And the Suns next season will make it 30 for 30. Now there's a G League counterpart operating under each of the league's teams. The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Portland, Deni Avdia. At the line for 2.
The first one falls. Good on both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
2 minutes left in the first.
Here's Skinny. Pass to Ingram. Here's Skinny. Now here's Adams. And that one's good. And the Raptors lead by 2.
Sometimes it seems like Adams prefers to finish through contact. He relishes the physicality of the game.
Henderson with it. Now guarded by Junior. Rejected by Junior. Pass to Skinny. Steps back and fires. Here's Adams. And he converts the layup. And now it's a 4-point Toronto lead.
Big man plays by Steven Adams, using all of his height to dominate the offensive glass and end the play.
Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Junior outside. Pass to Ingram. Junior left side. Sharp grabs the miss. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting right around 42% in the first. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
And Junior throws it down.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's the professor. Give him 8. Tries it from 16. He can't hit that time. And so it's Toronto, leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. Back to the game after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. You know, you take a look at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
The Trailblazers shooting only 39% so far in the game. They've got Scotty Barnes. Dick is out there with Steven Adams. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the 4. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. Here's Avdia. He picked up 24 points in their last win against Philadelphia.
And another key for them was his rebounding. Just a great effort.
Here's Skinny. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
And so Grant will bring it up for Portland. After this game, they can look forward to Detroit, where they will match up against the Pistons. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip. And we heard some coaches saying the league punishes retaliation, and that might even encourage players to instigate. Grant, you think he's got a point?
You know, B.A., I think he does. I mean, if guys are creating a dust-up to try to get opposing star players thrown out, the officials cannot reward that.
Here's Sharp. In his last outing, 10 points for him. To the paint. Here's Henderson. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Look at Adams using all of his impressive reach, firmly swatting that shot away.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Back to Avdia. Shot clock at 6. Grant outside. Here's Henderson.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the incredible athleticism of Scoot Henderson has drawn comparison to players like Westbrook, Wall, and Rose. Scoot said, quote, "No, I don't want to try to follow up anybody. I want to have my own career where people compare to me. But those are some great players, some great guards, and leaders. But I just want to make my own path." BA?
Yeah, and that's where you have to be mentally. Thanks, Allie. Mamukelashvili, no good.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Barnes.
Yeah, despite standing about 6'2", Henderson has a big-time vertical, and he plays a lot bigger than his height.
And in most other draft classes, Scoot Henderson could have been a top pick.
Yeah, he has the talent and skill you want in a #1 overall pick. Circumstance of the class dropped him down, but he has everything you look for in a franchise centerpiece.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, a ripped physical guard. Henderson's competitive nature and drive to keep improving is really impressive.
Henderson hits them both. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Skinny. Shot from 12, and the shot's good. Skinny's got 6.
And despite the defender's length, he goes right up from the mid-range.
And you know what? There was probably a better matchup on the floor, but when it goes in, nobody complains.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second.
Terrific at both ends of the floor tonight. Barnes showing why this team is so excited about him.
Henderson left side. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. 6 points for him.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Dick, the pass to Skinny.
Trailblazers foul. Sharp. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. And it's good. 2 points. Skinny's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Three-pointer Sharp. Toronto grabs the miss. Here's Mamukelashvili. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Henderson outside. Skinny passes to Mamukelashvili. Here's Skinny, defended by Henderson. He shoots. Skinny, no good. The Trailblazers have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Here's Avdia. And that one drops. Avdia's got 10 points in the game. Here's Skinny. Give him 8 points now. A shot from the high post. And he gets that one. And the Raptors lead by 8.
Just taking what the defense allows, and that's a shot he'll make all night.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Scotty Barnes with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's been on a mission, attacking the basket all game long. I'm curious to see what adjustments they can make.
Squads that love to run. Last year's team leaders in fast break points. Toronto, 3rd.
You know, it really made for some exciting games the way this team ran the floor. Always maintaining impressive energy in transition.
Grant finds Henderson.
Yeah, you see the vision from Henderson. Just a terrific facilitator.
The Raptors with a lead. Here's Skinny. 10 points for him. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
Here's Henderson. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Skinny's got 4 rebounds now. Barnes passes to Mamukelashvili. Kicks it out to Barnes. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Showing the grit. Scotty Barnes holds his own in the paint.
Now Henderson. He's got 6. Pass to Sharp. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 5. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Here's Dick. No points yet. No good. And that makes him 0 for 3.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And it's the Raptors with the ball after the basket by Portland. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's Toronto now. Adams, the pass to Skinny. Here's Mamukelashvili. They get it back. And another shot. Adams inside. And there's a 3-second violation.
3-second violation.
And this is what the schedule looks like for the Toronto Raptors. On Wednesday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Now here's Henderson. An 11-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia. Here's Grant. Barnes with the rebound.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Pass to Skinny. Puts it up. Doesn't go that time. Portland trailing here. Grant with it. Yet to see a basket. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Steven Adams.
Second team foul. At the line for the Trailblazers, Reed taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
They've been impeccable from the line here in the second period, doing what they can to try to build some momentum.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for Toronto. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Skinny, and it's ABC with a rebound. ABC's got 5 rebounds tonight. Oh, Junior with a block. And it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go. Avdia, he's checked in for Portland. Holiday comes in for Sharp. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Portland has possession. 7-point differential. Oh, rejected by Poeltl.
Great defense by Poeltl, a 7-footer who knows how to use his length.
And that one good. Lee's got 13.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's the Professor, covered by Junior. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the Professor. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8. Toronto has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Here's Skinny. 12 points for him. Outside Ingram. 4-3. Here's Barnes. And it's rejected. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. Outside Ingram. Clock at 6.
And what's surprising, during the second quarter, he hasn't really looked like himself.
Pass to Kamari. And here's Holiday. Here's Kamari. Lets it go from deep. Poeltl grabs a miss. Poeltl's got 4 rebounds in the game. Holiday against Junior.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 2. Lee!
Free throw good. Junior. And both free throws good for Junior. The Trailblazers shooting 35% in the second so far. Here's the Professor. 10 points for him. 2 points. That one goes. The Professor's got 12 points.
It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the 3-ball.
Pass to Lee. Over Holiday. And the basket by Lee. Lee's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's really taken a hold of this first half and made it his. He is making all the right decisions out there.
And that one's good. ABC.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Skinny. 12 points for him. Barnes in the post. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
A tremendous finisher in close. Scotty Barnes is physical and he's explosive.
Now here's Holiday. Tightly guarded. A minute and a half left to play in the second quarter. And he lobs it up top. And the dunk by Junior.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. The Raptors with a lead. Skinny passes to Lee. Here's Skinny. Puts up a 3. Knocks it down from distance. 15 points in the game.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Pass to Kamari. Some solid defense from Ingram.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Shoots from 14, and the Raptors getting another bucket right there.
You see how Ingram's polished his game, looking smooth from the mid-range.
Here's Holiday. Banked it in off the glass. Holiday's got 6 points. Toronto's gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. There's 18 seconds left in the first half. Here's Skinny. He's got 15. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Lee. Puts up a deep 3. Oh, again! Toronto with a triple.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they stayed aggressive and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And that'll do it for the first half of play. It's the Raptors up by 15. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. It's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They lead by 15. Kenny, how'd you see it?
How good are these guys on the fast break? They're pushing the ball, finding the open man, finishing strong. They're at a breakneck pace, and if they can maintain this level of intensity in the second half, blowout city.
Shaq, how do you think Portland played?
And one of the main reasons they're down right now is because of their rebounding problems. They're getting outworked, outclassed, not bringing the intensity, not willing to get their hands dirty. They're playing like wimps.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. We've got Avdia, and it's the Professor in at the 2-guard spot. Pass to Kamari. Here's Avdia. Shot clock at 5. Here's ABC. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time. Give him 8.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Here's Skinny. Here's Ingram. Rebound by the Trailblazers. ABC's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Holiday. And there it is for him. Holiday's got 8.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third.
As usual, he's laser focused on defense. That's a nice shot contest.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
Here's Skinny. He's got 15. Oh, and he slams it down. Wow.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot. He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
To the inside, Hurdle. Yes, and it's Junior picking up the assist. And the Raptors lead by 15.
Interior defense is all over Pirtle. Real determination to get that one up.
And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
Shooting for Portland, Drew Holiday at the line for 1.
And you know, Drew Holiday sometimes gets overlooked in the discussion of great point guards, but only because there's so much competition at that position.
Here's Skinny. He's got 17. Barnes in the post. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Great anticipation defensively. I love how he turned an easy look into a difficult play.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Now, here is Junior. 22 points.
Okay.
Oh, my! Throw it down!
Yes, he did.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Back to Holiday. Fires the three. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Avdia. He's guarded by Barnes. Avdia passes to the professor. Shot from the top of the key. Rejected by Barnes.
What an effort from Scotty, an impact player on both ends.
Here's Ingram. And it's Portland with a rebound. Avdia's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's the professor. Barnes with the rebound.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Lee misses. Well, the Trailblazers shooting only 30% in the third quarter. The shot by Holiday, no good.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
The offensive rebound. Pirtle. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Avdia passes to Holiday. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Holiday's got 13 now.
I'll tell you, Holiday moves so smoothly. Good job of creating space off the pick.
Now a timeout called by Toronto. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, some teams are hoping that the league will implement what they call an upper spending limit and others might call a hard cap. Small market teams being dramatically outspent by their deeper pocketed big town rivals. And while this may remedy that, it's not a move that the players are likely to embrace. So Brian, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we will indeed. That second apron might have the same effect. Allie, thanks. It's the 2K leaderboard showing the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. Toronto, number 1.
Their defense led to offense, and no team was better at forcing miscues and capitalizing at the other end.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Raptors.
It's all about the mid-range game. It has been a real difference in this one. Taking what the defense has given, and it's been paying off.
Yeah, all game long, they've been also playing well inside in the paint. Lots of points are coming their way thanks to them attacking the interior.
And he drops the first. Both shots good from the stripe. Grant, you look at the league's basketball-related income. The players and owners split it about 50-50.
You know, BA, that's why they call it a partnership. You talk about a shared interest. The NBA has really become a leader by example in all of professional sports.
And it's good for two.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Here's Skinny. He's covered by Holiday. And the dunk by Poeltl.
That's a high percentage shot by Jakob Poeltl. He capitalized on that one.
Now here's Holiday. He's covered closely. Here's Skinny. Poke loose. And that one's good. Ingram. Ingram's got his third bucket of the night.
They're really working the paint now.
And here's Holiday. 13 points in the game.
And that's Holiday taking it right to the defense. Being aggressive, drawing contact.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Trailblazers, Drew Holiday. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Hits both from the stripe. The Raptors have gotten 6 of 14 shots to drop in this third quarter. Lee on the wing. 24 points for him. Here's Skinny. Rebounded by Kamari.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
And the basket by Holiday.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Skinny passes to Poeltl. Uses the glass on the layup. Poeltl's got 6 here in the quarter.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Pass to Kamari. Right side Holiday. And the shot goes in.
Drew Holiday.
Holiday's got 19 points.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
Here's Skinny. And the Raptors getting another bucket right there.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Timeout called, the Blazers.
Get loud, Theo. It's time for your North Side Crew.
Here's Henderson. He's got 6. Six to shoot. Got a piece of it. In transition, here they come. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Jeremy Grant.
Scotty Barnes is an effective offensive weapon, which is why he gets defenders to foul him.
For Toronto, Scotty Barnes.
That free throw good from Barnes. So he gets them both.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
For Portland, they've gotten 6 of 14 shots to drop in this third quarter. Henderson outside. Knocked away. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love him.
Here's Skinny.
Oh, are you kidding me?
And he goes in for the dunk.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Here's Kamari. Oh, rejected by Pirtle.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's Lee. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Textbook defense on display. That's exactly how you guard against the jump shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
Baseline jumper. The shot misses. And so Grant will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Henderson outside. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. Toronto shooting around 45% since the break. Skinny passes to Lee. Over Sharp. And the basket by Lee. Lee's got 4 points in the quarter. The Trailblazers shooting 41% in this game. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Pass to Sharp. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
You can tell Sharp just wanted it more. The contact didn't affect him.
You know, Smitty, we've seen some ridiculous leapers in the NBA. But Shaedon Sharp is at another level.
Yeah, Grant, some reports they have his vertical jump at 50 inches. He can posterize anyone in this league. And one of those guys who is capable of doing crazy dunks.
Here's Kamari. And a miss there on the triple.
Fantastic perimeter defense. His coaches and teammates have to appreciate this kind of effort.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play.
Pass to Henderson. Here's Kamari. He's guarded by Barnes. Here's Sharp. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Oh, did you see that?
Finish! And he dunks it down.
Wow. Anytime Sharp lifts off, it's showtime.
Timeout called. The Raptors.
If you are the teacher, I need to hear you at your very loudest. Who was what?
use this time to check out the teams with the most steals last year. Number 1, the Raptors.
The steals numbers only tell part of the story. This was a team that made trouble for every opponent with their incredible effort on the defensive end.
Quickly against Henderson. And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. Dick. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Shooting through contact. Grady Dick has a compact release that holds up well.
Pass to Sharp. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Lee's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Soft touch off the glass. Lee's got 28.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Henderson against Quickly. Henderson scanning the floor. Down low. That's good from Grant on the assist by Henderson. Grant's got his first basket.
Good touch from Jeremy Grant, able to get himself inside and get the job done.
Pass to Lee. And it's Portland with a rebound. Here's Kamari. Henderson outside. Here's Sharp. Back to Henderson. Shot clock at 6. No problems knocking that one down. Henderson's got 8.
Yeah, he's so quick to react. Henderson has the shot lined up before the ball even gets to him.
And the dunk by Junior.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Henderson left side. There's the block. Now here's Quickly. And so it's the Toronto Raptors continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we head to the break. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. We'll be back in a moment. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And for Toronto, they're shooting 51%. Good clip from the field. We've got Steven Adams. Dick is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the 4-man position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Count that bucket.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Henderson outside. Well, Steve, the most recent CBA increased two-way player slots. Now teams can carry 3 instead of 2. How do you like it?
I love it. The two-way player rule has been a huge success. Lots of guys have been discovered that way, given a chance to play in this league.
Nice shot by Skinny. Skinny's got 14 points here in the second half.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
Henderson outside. Oh, they get a hand on it. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. It's hauled in by Skinny.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Sharp passes to Henderson. Back to Sharp. Here's ABC. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
Skinny passes to Adams, and the layup is good.
Rolling toward the cup, Steven Adams is a wild man. You better get out of his way.
Grant outside. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Sharp, no good.
It hasn't been all bad shots for him, but you wouldn't know that looking at his percentage from the field.
Dick gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
Here's Sharp, covered by Ingram. Here's the professor. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
And I'm going to give him a lot of credit because he saw what he was up against and he was undeterred.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
For Toronto, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Pass to Dick. Goes up at the elbow. Adams, great positioning on the putback.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
That's tipped. Sharp passes to Henderson. And with expansion whispers continuing to grow, Smitty, if it happens, you figure there would have to be some realignment.
Yes, B.A. Most likely a team would move to the east. Presents a chance for the NBA to change the layout of the league. Might add a division and find ways to cut down on travel.
Here's Dick, defended by Henderson. Pass to Skinny. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Here's Sharp. Here's the professor, covered by Ingram. The professor, the pass to ABC. Oh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Inside, here's Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish. That gives him a double-double.
Just can't let Adams get this deep in the paint because when he does, he's focused on slamming it down.
Now here's Grant. Tight defense on him. Back to Sharp. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Henderson. Counted.
An athleticism on display there by Henderson. Just an acrobatic move to finish the play.
Here's Skinny. Here's Dick. And it's ABC with a rebound. ABC's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And there's the rejection. Here's Dick, defended by Henderson. And Grant, in league news, how about your former coach? Coach K taking on an advisory role with the NBA.
Well, B.A., tremendous experience and leadership from that man. 4 decades at the college level, the men's national team. I mean, the league recruiting a blue chipper if there ever was one.
Here's the professor. Top of the key. Outside for Henderson. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Adams has got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Ingram. Into the lane. And the layup is good off the glass.
He's very long and slender frame, Brandon Ingram, but very effective at attacking the rim.
Henderson outside. And he's going for the oop here. Look out! I told you to look out!
That is out of my league. Get up, young fella. Shaedon Sharpe playing way above the defenders.
Toronto has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Skinny passes to Dick. Here's Skinny. Yep, that one goes. Skinny's got 34 points.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
Here's Henderson. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Skinny. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. You know, for the past few years, Smitty, it's been amazing how deep the talent is in the NBA draft every year.
I love it, B.A., because you're starting to find stars in the second round. Guys who are picked 40, 50 are becoming all-stars, rookie of the year, and winning a lot of awards. I think the talent right now in the world is fantastic.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And there it is on a night when he's been so efficient handling the basketball. That's his first real mistake.
They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, B.A., they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
Pass to Lee. Fades. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Avdia's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Outside Holiday. Here's Kamari. The 3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
I mean, a tremendous all-around talent. Drew Holiday keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Ooh, poked away. Here's Skinny. Oh, and he nails it from the high post. Skinny's got 38 points.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Here's the professor. Off target with the 3.
Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened.
Barnes passes to Skinny. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And Grant, you grew up in the D.C. area. A lot of great basketball players coming out of the DMV in recent years.
Yeah, B.A., especially PG County with Kevin Durant, Jeremy Grant, and plenty of others. It was a great place to grow up in the DMV as a sports fan, and that legacy definitely continues.
Portland has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Now here's Holiday. Not a lot of room. Here's Avdia. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes. Now Junior. And they pick up 2. Lee's got 10 points in just the second half.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Here's Ingram. Again, the Raptors good for 2 more.
The work that Ingram puts in lifts his team's play. Always there to support the break.
Here's the professor. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence given the size of the disadvantage there.
And also a lot of skill. This is exactly the type of thing you practice for over and over again.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Here's Holiday. Pirtle grabs a miss. Toronto has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Pass to Skinny. Oh, got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Holiday.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Outside Ingram. Over Holiday. Again, the Raptors good for 2 more.
That's a tough shot motion to contest. Ingram brings the ball back above his head and has a high release point.
Now here's Holiday. Knocked loose. Lets the 3 fly. Hits the trifecta. Holiday's got 22 points.
Superb move right there. The spin shakes off any attempt at defense.
Here's Skinny. Well, Smitty, at 6'8", with your ball handling ability, you were known for your versatility in your playing days.
I was, B.A. I was drafted as a point guard, but I've probably been called for it in today's NBA. It's positionless basketball nowadays for the NBA. Everybody's skilled to handle and shoot the 3.
Here's Kamari. The Raptors making their last shot. Takes a 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Here's Skinny. It's Barnes on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in regulation time.
Junior outside. 5 to shoot. From the high post. Avdia pulls it in. Portland has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. The Professor, the pass to ABC. Deflected! Here's Skinny. Pass to Barnes. Lee on the wing. Here's Skinny. He's covered by Holiday. There's the drive. Skinny. It's tipped.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Raptors.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Skinny.
And his activity level on defense, self-evident, racking up steals, deflections. I mean, he was a handful tonight.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
Lee, the pass to Skinny. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. Here's Ingram. Here's Skinny. Poke loose. Pirtle, the pass to Barnes. Over Avdia. And that one hits the back iron.
Tremendous defensive effort, saving a bucket right there.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
They get it again. Pass to Kamari. Holiday with the ball. Here's Kamari. So, no problem for Toronto as they get the win. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for being with us. So long, everybody.